What's up, everybody? About to get started here. We're going to give everybody a few minutes. We don't officially start till the top of the hour, but I figured we'd hop on, start the chat, see how everybody's doing. Happy New Year! I'm excited. Been looking forward to this all day. See you soon. Gotta remember to unmute. What's up, party people? Welcome back to Journal Party Live. It's me, Alex Gellner, creator and host of Journal Party. And I'm really excited to see so many people here. We've continued to grow through the new year. How was everyone's new year? Let me know in the chat. And in the meantime, I'm going to start setting this thing up here for us. Today's program is our newest premium program inside of the Journal Party app. There should be a little QR code there if you don't have it. If you are on your mobile device and you can't scan a QR code, it's pretty easy to get. You just go to the App Store, iOS, Android, both available in both platforms, and should be pretty easy to find. It's that purple icon. And for those of you who are not in the know, this app is not meant to be journaled into. We get a lot of questions about that from confused people because most journaling apps, you write into them, and we don't want your data. We don't want to know. We don't want to know what you do every day. So it's way too much responsibility. But this app was built for the purposes of being a companion to your journal. So the idea is that you open it up, got all these wonderful guided journaling programs there, and we will prompt you to paradise. Ooh, it's the first time I ever said that. I'm going to use that in marketing. Pretty good. All right. So today, I figured we could set some intentions. It's the new year after all, and I know if you were on last call, you probably did a lot of thinking about your New Year's resolutions and such. And I think let's keep it going, right? The tendency, I used to kind of shy away from New Year's resolutions because I think most people end up just copping out, right? And really you got to follow through. And so that's what we're going to try to do here today is really set these intentions, think about them a little bit, think about them more practically so that we can keep that momentum going well into February, March, April, and so on and so forth. All right, we got some comments here. Awesome. Yeah, this is great. 6 months ago there was nobody on these things and it was just me and Linda. What's up, Linda? Glad you're here. And, it's been growing and we're really grateful to have you all here. And like I said, today's program is the Intention Incubator. So if you've never been on one of these before, it's pretty simple. I'm going to DJ in the background. I'll read you the prompts, but, this is as much as it's a community process, it's an introspective process, right? So I'll read the prompt for you. It's going to give you 3 minutes per prompt. And that should be enough time for all of these. And of course, if you want to go back and, take some more time on some of these prompts, maybe skip through or revisit any of them, however you want to do it, we've got player controls inside of the app. And so you can fire this program up and you don't have to have me read it to you and you don't have to wait until 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern on a Wednesday to do these things. But nonetheless, having fun here. This is going to be good. So everyone ready? Give me a thumbs up in the chat, and when I get enough of those, I will kick us off. Let me get the QR code out of here so we can see everything. Oop. Moving stuff around. All right, I got to get at least one person to say, I'm ready, or something exciting. I know there's a bit of a lag. Yes, thumbs up. Good old Linda. Thank you, Linda. All right. Without further ado, let's get this party started. And the key to this whole thing is to just start writing. So whether if you don't have anything to write about coming up to your mind, you can just write the question, and hopefully your pen moving will be enough to get some momentum going. But let's get this party started. Hit the start now button. It's going to count us down, and I'll get out of here in just a second. Well, let me read the prompt first. Write down a clear intention you wish to set. Pretty simple. Just start writing. All right, here comes your next prompt. Motivation Manifesto. Explore what motivates this intention. Okay, here comes your next one. Energy examination. Describe the energy you'll channel to manifest this intention. All right, here's your next one. Alignment assessment. How does this intention align with your values? All right, here comes your next one. Supportive setting. What environment would support the nurturing of this intention? All right, your next prompt is intention interaction. How will this intention interact with your daily actions? Okay, here comes your next prompt. Overcoming obstacles. Envision overcoming a potential obstacle to this intention. Next prompt is beneficial belief. Craft a belief statement that supports your intention. Next prompt is gratitude gesture. Express gratitude for the insights and energies supporting this intention. All right, I think this is our last one. Reflective recognition. Reflect on how setting clear intentions has or could benefit you. All right, all right. That's it. How'd everybody do? Let me know. Let me know if you're brave enough to share your intentions. I'm going to put up the caption here for the insights to signal that it's share time. You don't have to share what you wrote, but any insights that you share can help us all to grow. So, yeah, my intention has been for a long time to bring journaling to the masses. And, so far so good, but there's still a lot more where all of this came from. And so, I really appreciate you all being on this little journey with us. Let me get some more tunage going here. It's a little okay, a little more chill. All right. So yeah, that's been my intention as of late, and I'm carrying it into the new year. And you know, I dug a few layers deeper into that because I think that when I first started Journal Party, I was I pretty much was just no holds barred. Like, let's throw every cent that I've ever earned at this thing, all of my energies, and it I think it was exhausting in financially. It was exhausting physically, and I think this year I'm looking to get a little bit more holistically sound, get a little healthier with how I approach these things. And I think I can still have the intention to bring journaling to the masses, but it's just something I've been working on. I always have a tendency to burn the candle at both ends. And so, in the spirit of journaling and self-care and all that, trying to get a little bit better with that. Let's see, we got Shani says, be kind to self. Always good to be kind to yourself. I think I've been getting better at that one myself. There was for a long time, I would beat up on myself, and that can be a vicious cycle, right? Especially if you don't, like if you're looking for like an answer to something and you don't have it, it's real easy to beat up on yourself. But all that does is make you continue to look for the answer, which you don't have, and then you beat up on yourself, and it's a downward spiral. So I think, a little grace for others as well as yourself is really a good idea always. Shannon says, hello from Ohio. Hey, Irina, what's this? I saw, it's looking different in this chat thing. I thought it might have been like one of those Taoist symbols or something. Let me know. All right. Oh, okay, they're coming in now. There's always a lag on these things, and I think you guys aren't watching or talking, and then all of a sudden I got like 40 messages. So let's keep sharing here. What do we got? Sherry, I hope I'm saying that okay. My intention is to get outdoors more and become more in tune with my native ancestors and spirits. Listen more to their words to help myself. Yeah, it's interesting. Very, very cool. If you don't mind me asking, I would love to hear, where you hail from. Where are your native ancestors and spirits? And love to hear that. All right, what do we got here? Marisol, be all you can be. Reach your potential before it's too late. Yeah, for sure. I think that's challenging though. On the other end of that, right? I think that's why I burn out, is because like I really have high standards and high expectations for myself and just want to really empty it all out every day. But there's a bit of a delicate balance there, right? And I guess when you consider the ultimate intention or like the end goal, right, it's actually not the best idea to pedal to the metal the entire time, or you run out of gas, right? Whereas if you are considering that whole vision, I think it's easier to kind of throttle yourself and be efficient with your energies. But that's a good one. Well, Marisol, let us know if we can support you in that. I'm glad you're here today. Marilyn says, to get a handle on my spending. Yeah, I have that issue too. To pause and ask, do I need it? Will I use it? Do I have something like it or just as good? And then it gets cut off here. It says, could I wait a day, week, or month and see if I still want it? Could I take care of myself in some other way? What else would give me that dopamine hit? Yeah, dopamine, hell of a drug, right? Yeah, delayed gratification is something I've been thinking a lot about lately as well. And there's actually, I say there's good data about this, but I don't have that data to produce for you right now. But I know I've been made aware of some studies, like if you've heard of the thing that they did with the little kids and the marshmallows. Supposedly that had some credence, but yeah, basically they if you ask a kid if he'll wait, instead of eating the marshmallow now, he gets 2 marshmallows later. There was an interesting insight from that, where I guess they followed those children, and the ones who were able to delay their gratification, like that was like a really strong indicator for their success. And I'm not really sure which benchmarks they were measuring that success by, but pretty interesting stuff. And I've always sort of lived by the whole, like, YOLO, life is short, and why not, right? But I think as I get older, I'm starting to realize, like, okay, well, I want to have a long, happy life, and I need all the resources I can get for that. And I think part of that is having some financial self-discipline. So yeah, you're not alone in that, Marilyn, and good luck to you this year. I know it's not the easiest one. And another one from Shani. I'm always worried I'm not saying that right. Last year, I scolded self so much with unrealistic expectations. Yeah, well, expectations are tough, right? Because I think on one hand, like, expectations are, how you hold standards, and how what your standards are is going to influence what you get in your life. But I think the distance between your expectations and reality is the further that distance, the more disappointment. And so, on one hand, you don't want to be setting the bar too low, but I guess the key word that you have there is unrealistic expectations. So, that's a great thing to reflect on, right? It's like, what's actually realistic, and in that, I think, that's part of, like, the whole goal setting thing, right? With, like, SMART goals, right? It's got to be realistic, otherwise, you just end up being mad at yourself. So, all right, we got some another tunage. Come on here, okay. Got Mary. My intention this year is to inspire. I want to inspire at least one person this year. Well, it's probably easier than you think, and just by virtue of you being the kind of person who would hop on and work on yourself, I think that's pretty inspirational in and of itself. So let us know how we can support you in that. Of course, Journal Party is here to help you inspire. That's one of our big intentions as well. Got Thelma here. As a stroke survivor, I want to walk more distances and build stamina. That's good. Well, sorry to hear about the stroke, but I wish you the best in recovery on that, and congrats on the resilience, right? So yeah, I'm not a personal trainer or anything like that, so I don't have too much to impart on you there, but let us know if there's any way that we can support you in that. And Journal Party's got your back. Shani, good for you, Cherie. I agree wholeheartedly. Shannon Hall, I chose a word for each year. I choose a word for each year and make that my intention. My word for 2024 is gratitude. Yeah, gratitude is one of those, like, it's like the bottom of the pyramid, right? Like, I think if everyone started with gratitude, that's a really great way to make great things happen for yourself. And that's as part of my personal morning routine. First I do stream of consciousness journaling, then I always move into gratitude and try to write down 10 things that I'm grateful for. And full disclosure, I don't always do that. Like, even though I'm pretty consistent with journaling, it's not, sometimes I don't make it, but the days that I do are demonstrably better, and I can prove it because I can look back at my journal and see how the day actually went. So yeah, try gratitude journaling if you're not already doing that. We got some really great programs inside of the app for that. So check that out, and if you're not finding what you're needing, let me know, and point you in the right direction or create something for you. Cherie, I'm in Carson City, Nevada. Cool. My brother just moved to Nevada. Let's see. Lisa, my word for the year for 2023 was intention, and it was so beneficial. 2024 is breathe. Yes, yeah. We a while back I did an interview with an old colleague of mine who has he's still working in the film industry, but and this was from when I was producing movies and stuff. Another life, another story for another time. But he has been doing breathwork, certified breathwork stuff, and so there's a cool interview on our YouTube channel about that. And he had some advice for maybe integrating breathwork before journaling, because there's a lot of really great positive benefits. I'm not an actual breathwork expert, so I won't overspeak here, but definitely check that out. And yeah, breathing, it's it's so cool that like the thing that keeps you alive just happens automatically, but you can also take that over and be intentional about it. So yeah, a lot of interesting nuance around that. And, if you happen to find any insights in your 2024 exploring of breath and breathing, definitely bring it back to the tribe. Let us know. Lady Sharon says, my intention is to be intentional self-care. I do so much and burn myself out achieving my goals, so I need to put my care for my well-being. I got cut off. It says, my care for my well-being at the forefront of my 2024 agenda. Yeah, I hear that. One of the things that it wasn't my primary intention on here today, but I found myself kind of just reaffirming this aspect of it is that really, without your health, there's nothing. Like, I think the urge for many of us, because it is to go for like the financial goals, and they're great, right? I think you can't really live a full life if you don't have provision to do that. But even more importantly than that, all the money in the world isn't going to do you any good if you can't get out of bed, you can't walk around, if you can't breathe, and you can't live your life, right? So it's not something that I've had to think about a lot, because I've been a strapping young buck. But as I approach 40, I got 3 years, well, 2 years, closer to 2 years before I turned 40. And I know we've got all sorts of ranges of ages on here, but yeah, I'm starting to feel it. And so I'm starting to become more aware of that. And so, it definitely is super important. So I would encourage everybody to, create the intention to, take care of yourselves and be healthy. I think it really matters more than most people give it credit for. All right. Got Sherry Norris. Oh, okay. Responding to Sherry in Las Vegas. Yeah, that's where my brother moved. Great. Although, I guess the locals in Las Vegas, kind of have a different life out there, right, than the people that are just in and out. Funny, the energy examinations answer led me to the elements of nature. Be light like air, grounded to the earth to feel fire from the core. Like, okay, and then it continues. Okay, mind blown emoji. Who wrote that? Yeah, it's crazy. Sometimes you ever feel like you're not the one holding the pen, or like maybe it's you, but you're not the one writing. Like something's coming through you, like that. I guess some people call it flow or God or whatever it is you call it. Like, it is the craziest thing. Or like, even outside of journaling, you ever been talking on the phone and explaining a concept, and like you just start to witness yourself speaking incredibly coherently about something just because you know about it, but it's like, well, if I'm watching myself speaking, then who's speaking? Like what's going on there? So yeah, energy is a really crazy thing to explore. And, I know there's a lot of baggage that comes with people's beliefs and things like that, but energy is something that kind of transcends belief and for most people, and it's interesting, right? I think we all get sucked into this idea that like it's like your character, like this is me and this is what I have to do today, and behind that you're part of this like massive thing, and there's just so many forces that are at play here. And so I think, even just shining some awareness on that can lead to some interesting insights. So thanks for that share. That was pretty cool. I like that. Mary says, what is gratitude journaling? So, I mean, that could be something different to everybody. We have some articles about it on the Journal Party website. Like I said, we've got some programs in the app that you can do. But to me, I mean, I think it's just, journaling with gratitude in mind. And the way that looks for me is like I said, I do it in my morning routines primarily. So I just write down 10 things that I'm grateful for. And, I think it's also important to not just list things out, but to actually try to feel the gratitude, right? Like it's not so much just like a ledger, so much as the utility of it is actually getting into a more grateful state. And I think that's what starts to attract some better and more exciting and fun energies into your life. So yeah, feel free to make a post in the group or DM me about that if you want the direct links, and I'll try to put together some gratitude journaling for you if you like that and you're into it. All right, I got Shannon here. Shared my word with my husband, and we decided to start a gratitude journal together. That's awesome. And have committed to writing down 5 things every day that we are or were grateful for, and plan to do this for the entire 365 days. Hopefully our 4 adult children and our 2 grandsons, aged 3 and 6, will enjoy reading through it at some point. Yeah, that's really cool. I spent a lot of time thinking about like how to get people to not read my journals. But I think there is something pretty cool about that, right? To like actually have intentionally leave something for someone to read. So that's really cool. And the other thing that doing it with your partner is really great. I think we have a couple of programs inside of the Journal Party app that were kind of designed with relationships in mind, but it's been kind of on our docket for a while to do one that's like focused for couples. Maybe we'll do a Journal Party live. That'd be cool, or like a Zoom where we can get everybody in. I'm super I'm super mushy right now because I just I just got engaged last week, so I'm like all in love and all this stuff. And yeah, I mean, but there's definitely a lot to be had out of shared insights, and especially in a loving and romantic relationship. And like I said, it's really cool to have a keepsake to leave behind. So very cool share. All right. And then Shannon replied to Mary, it can be as easy as writing down what you're grateful for. Yeah, thanks for helping each other out there. All right. Thelma says, I've been gratitude journaling on and off for 3 to 4 years, and it really makes me feel more at peace. You also think about them throughout the day, and it makes your day better. Yeah, that's totally true. And another interesting thing about gratitude journaling, like I write down 10 things. You don't have to write down 10. I think Shannon said she does 5, and I think just even putting yourself into a grateful posture, mentally, even physically. I don't know if there's a grateful posture, but just that intentionality behind it. Yeah, it does definitely make your day better. And another tip just that I thought of in thinking about gratitude journaling is sometimes when I'm trying to write out that whole list of 10, like sometimes I just rattle them off and like I can get in touch with it and it's great. Other times, I'm searching for things. And I think that's the cool thing about having a practice of gratitude journaling is because if you hit a point where you're like, oh, like what am I going to add to this list? Like it forces your mind to go and find something that you're grateful about, right? Like everyone can be grateful for their house and their health or their body or whatever, but like once you start to get like the core things out, you start to look for other things. And it's I think it's good to train your mind to do that. It's good to train your mind to look for things to be grateful for. And when you start to do that, you start to realize how much there really is. I mean, we are all just so blessed to be alive, and I know that different challenges show up in different people's circumstances, and odds are if you're on a live stream journaling, like you're in the top 1% of 1%, right? But even if not, I think that just the training yourself to be able to hold and maintain a frame is super powerful. It's been super powerful for me, at least. And I want to be careful to speak from my own experience here. All right. Mary says, my kids at work would love to do gratitude journaling. I would love to get into that. Awesome. Yeah. Well, like I said, we're happy to support you in that. All right. We have a family gratitude journal on the coffee table in our family room. Such a helpful thing for family relationships. That's such a cool idea. Um, if you wouldn't mind, like, could you maybe snap a photo of that? Like, you don't have to share what's in it or whatever, but like, I think people like seeing how that would look in a real setting would be pretty powerful. And yeah, I don't know, that would be such a cool share in the group. So very, very cool idea. I might steal that from Tina Hill. Oh, congratulations! I'm guessing that's about the engagement. Go watch about something else, and I'm like, yay, me! No, thank you so much, everyone. I really, really appreciate it. Everyone's been so the sweet about the engagement, and yeah, congrats on your engagement. What is your number one relationship goal for 2024 besides obviously getting married? Yeah, I think it's to not lose my mind while we plan a wedding. I think I'm super excited about it, but it's definitely like once we got on the other side of the engagement, I think it's like, oh no, like we have to make this thing happen. And fortunately, my fiance has been planning this thing for a long time. So I'm I'm kind of just letting her run with it, and I'm hoping that I can have it be a fun process. And I think that's it. I think I just want to foster um, loving kindness between us, but also just have a ton of fun. We we're a bunch of goofballs. Our little family that we've got. Me, her name's also Alex. So Alex, and Bowie is our dog, and our house is just a ruckus, and it's awesome, and I love it. And so, yeah, I want to keep it going. Everything's been so good. I'm just so grateful and blessed about it all. And so, yeah, thanks for the congrats and all that. All right, we got Kimberly says, I made a major life change several years ago and have been in survival and recovery mode ever since. I've forgotten what brings me joy, compromised instead of valuing myself first, and stayed silent instead of advocating for myself. This year, I am embracing positive selfishness. Yeah, I mean, and that's an interesting way to put it. I mean, I think it's kind of like it's kind of like a cute way to put it, positive selfishness. But like, I don't think it's selfish to put yourself first. It's the whole put. When you're on an airplane, like I know it's a tired trope, but like put your mask on first, right? Like if you're not in a good position to be interacting with people, or actually engaging with what your life puts in front of you, then nobody's better off for that. And so I fully support that, and I've been in those circumstances too. I don't claim to know what you're going through, and it's tough, but personally, I lost my father in 2015, and I mean that was talk about a major life change, right? Just it was somewhat unexpected, and it just it totally reoriented our whole family. And I think it brought a lot of like it brought a lot of like important things to the surface, which was hard to deal with because when it all bubbles up at once, it's kind of like when you try to clean a messy house and you don't even know where to start. You just have to start chipping away at that. And I think in cases like that, you have to kind of start with yourself. And, I mean, for me, I was looking at the relationships that I had cultivated in my life, particularly one that was just extremely toxic. And so, getting honest with like, who I'm spending time with and who I'm giving to, and not to say you shouldn't give. I think giving is the best gift, right? But when you give and for whatever reason, if there's some attachment involved with that, it can the receipt of that can cause you to be wounded. I hope I put that eloquently enough. That was my experience where, maybe it had to do with some of the expectations around giving, or maybe some of my giving was loaded because, my priorities were off. So, that's just my experience. And journaling really helped me through a lot of that. I mean, it took a lot of time as well. And so, yeah, I mean, I guess that would be the other thing, I would say, don't rush the insights to come up, but definitely it's good on you for creating the space for yourself to thrive. And once you do, I think that then it's your responsibility to share some of that good juju with the rest of us. So I won't probe too much. I know some of these things can get real tricky, but Kimberly, let us know if there's any way we can support you in that, whether it's new programs, prompts, or whatever it is. The Journal Party family is here for you. We got some support here from Marisol and Shani. I'm gonna have to like pull you on the live here so you can pronounce your name for me live. It says congratulations. Yeah, congrats to all of us. Hey, we made it through another year, and hopefully we're all putting our best foot forward. I'm on a roll so far. I've been in the gym every day this year and super productive, getting all my sleep, getting my meditations in, getting my journaling in, and we're gonna try to keep the momentum going. But in that, be kind to yourself, be good, and yeah. One last message here. Good night, JP people. I'm off to read and go to sleep over here in Atlanta, Georgia, where it's got to be 10 o'clock by now. So, yeah, that's a good sign that it's time to shut this party down. So, everyone, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for attending tonight's Journal Party Live. Hope to see you on the next one. And don't be shy. Drop your insights in the group. Well, I guess they're already in the group here. And stay tuned. On Monday, we got a new Journal Party podcast coming out. And I've got some other surprises that I'm cooking up for you over here. So stay tuned. But I'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And